this lonely road, trying to make it home, doing it by my lonesome, pissed off, who wants some?
Heidi and Frank show. Well, Justified theme there. In its 5th season, our friend Mickey Jones is on that show. Now we have another star of the show, Joelle Carter. Where is she? Get her in here.
We've been waiting all day for Joelle.
I know.
There she is.
There she is.
Hey, Joelle.
Look at you, classy lady, all early in the morning like this. Somebody got up earlier. Do you wake up like this?
I wake up like this.
Look at that. Thank you for coming on the show.
I just told your this lovely lady that I don't do doorbells.
You don't, really?
She was like,
You don't do
how
doorbell.
did we get you in there?
We got to make it a big
She's
deal
the
that
one who
you're here.
knocks.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming in. Your 5th season now, Justified.
Yeah, thank goodness.
Right?
It's been fun.
That was loud.
I don't even think it's real wood. That's why it echoed like that. I don't even know what this stuff is.
I fell in love with Timothy Oliphant during Deadwood. Like I loved him. He wasn't really on my radar before then, and all of a sudden, Deadwood. I'm like, I love this guy, and he's awesome and Justified too.
Yeah, he's really, and those were 2 roles I think he's really just made for. He just is Raylan, so it's nice to see him put on that hat and have his own sense of justice.
He ain't ugly, is he?
He's not hard to look at. Not too
But
much.
he's not, I mean, I wouldn't say he's gorgeous. There's something odd about his face that makes him attractive, right?
Odd?
Well, sometimes if there's a flaw, it can make somebody hotter. Like, I don't think his eyes
I
are
agree
even.
with that.
Maybe I think one's higher than the other.
That's what does it, I
Look at
think,
that
for all
next
those
time.
women.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's
My God.
It's got a weird
uneven eyes.
uneven eyeball.
How did you
Svelte body.
What was your process of
that too, though.
Yeah, I mean he is fine. How did you get the role of Ava? Like, what's that whole process like?
I just auditioned. They put me on tape, and I had to go away and do something else.
But you didn't go in a room with a bunch of girls that they were thinking were going to be Ava. You were beyond that, right? Like a cattle call or whatever they say.
Yeah, no, I've done that a lot. For this part, I didn't, and I think it was mainly because I wasn't available to do it. I don't know if they did that.
What were you working on at the time?
I did a movie called To Be Friends up near Santa Barbara. And they just kept saying, "Oh, you're still in the mix. You're still in the mix."
Still in the mix.
Well, one of the producer's assistants told me I was always Ava, so I just want to believe that
Right.
that they were trying to find some name or something. They just couldn't grasp onto the character the way I could. I think I really identified with her in a very natural way, and I could convey that in my acting because of maybe my background of being Southern and
Right.
Where are you from?
Georgia.
Georgia. Atlanta?
But I lived in Atlanta. I went to high school in Albany, but I lived in Fort Benning in Atlanta. And
Are you
you
at Tybee Island?
Army brat, right?
Army brat, yeah.
Yeah, no, I noticed when I was looking it up.
Tybee Island, Georgia?
I don't know Tybee Island.
I've been there a
Is
few
it a
times.
vacation spot?
Yeah, I had a friend who had a house there.
The little spring break.
Little spring break action.
No, I read when I was reading about you, I was like, her dad's Jimmy Carter.
That's right.
Not the Jimmy Carter.
He always said he was the more attractive one.
More attractive Jimmy Carter. Yeah. And then when I watch you too and all the stuff you've been in, I'm like, that chick has amazing shoulders. Like, you have a great body, but you have awesome shoulders. And I'm like, I want to know what you do. And then I read in your bio, you were
Swimmer.
See,
What was your
See,
stroke?
Tim has big shoulders too. It's from he was
He's a swimmer too?
Breaststroke.
Breaststroke, huh?
Yeah.
What was your
I have really
stroke?
strong legs. Breaststroke.
you were breaststroke.
Yeah. But I love the relay. I love when there's more than one person out there killing themselves.
How fast do you think you could get up if you laid down on your back right now, just laid flat, and then get up without using your hands or without touching
Well, I
anything?
can jump up without using my hands.
Just from laying on your back?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
It's amazing. I would do it, but I have heels.
Is that the thing where you put your hands by your head and you just totally flip yourself? Oh,
And I can flip too.
you're
No.
going to live forever.
Oh, man.
You got to keep your core strong, people, as
Yeah.
you age for your back.
It's hard, though. It's the hardest
Hear
thing.
that
I mean,
bass drum over here?
no matter how hard I work out and I try to eat, I mean, I'm like red wine and pasta, so that's my downfall. But no matter how hard you work out at a certain age, I'm just like,
Well,
what
tell me
is-
you eat
what is
anything. You're
this?
not gluten-free and all this
Well,
other
I'm going to
crap.
throw out a disclaimer for today if I say anything idiotic, because I started a cleanse
Oh,
yesterday.
no, you did? What, the lemon juice, cayenne pepper, honey
No,
deal?
I don't starve myself.
Okay.
No. I just blend a bunch of good stuff together and drink it.
Does it
I don't
cleanse-
even juice it.
You just
I
blend
keep the
it.
fiber. Yeah.
Peel and all.
Peel and all, everything.
So you're cleansing, meaning no alcohol?
Oh, yes.
Oh.
What is your alcohol of choice?
Red wine and
Yeah, girl.
vodka. Not together, but
Which one before?
It probably would start. It depends. Usually when I'm out at a bar, I'm like more into the vodka.
Right.
But when I'm at dinner, I'm more into the red wine.
Yeah.
Right.
I
Well,
don't-
you see, here's the thing with red wine too. If you're out, you get that though. Red wine
They
teeth.
have those little like swabs. You can.
I know, but you're at a party
Really?
and people are like want to take a picture, and you're like, yay! And then the pictures, you look at it and you're like, oh, that's awesome. That's
There's
never
nothing,
going anywhere.
More attractive than the drunk house party with the wine drinker who's got the purple teeth. They're like hands get it in your face, their wine tongue.
I know, but if you drink enough, you don't really care. You're like, I don't care if I have purple teeth and red tongue.
You probably don't notice.
Or
Yeah,
you feel all cute and charming. You don't.
Are you
realize
married?
I am.
How long now?
9 years.
9 years.
9 years of bliss.
And you have a daughter too, right?
We do. We have a daughter. She's 3.5.
And are you out here or are you in New York?
I'm here in LA. I know. I think my IMDb page still says I live in New York.
Yeah, in New York with your husband and your daughter. No, you're out here.
They won't let me change it because it's my IMDb page.
But
Did you
you're
get a
not
big ring when he asked you to marry him? Did he give you a big old rock?
Look,
You're not even wearing a ring.
it's in the safe.
Yeah, right.
But paparazzi will start crap. They'll be like, she was seen out without a ring on. There might be trouble in paradise. And you're like, they don't realize women to put lotion on and you take it off.
Maybe
Well,
she's not
it's
a ring girl.
working. It's working that you have to take it off when you're working, and so you will leave it places or give it to someone to hold, or so you just keep it at home and you forget that you just
Right.
stop wearing it.
But you do have a big ring. Was that a requirement when he asked you? It's like you went out. You
yeah,
went
I
shop.
made him give me. No, it's a nice size, medium, pretty vintage antique.
Did you shop
ring.
for it with him beforehand?
I
No,
did not.
Picked
He
it out
went-
himself.
He
Good
went
for
with
you.
our friends who knew the diamond market.
Totally
and-
surprised when he proposed.
Totally.
See, that's how to do it. I never understand we went ring shopping, we picked it out, we bought it, I have it, I'm going to propose, she just doesn't know when. It's like, no, knock me off my feet. Like, be like, whoa, what?
I always thought women lied when they were like, oh my God, he asked me to marry him, and I start crying because I didn't know he was going to ask me. And I'm like, right. I was like, you didn't know he's going to. I mean, the dude pulled out the ring, and I thought it was a joke. And then he got down on one knee, and I was like, well, first he got on one knee, and then we were in Italy, and I was like, what are you doing? He's a little younger than me, and I just didn't think he was ready. And
oh my God.
it's taken me 9 years to mature him up. And
I think so often. I think a lot of women think they're getting broken up with because the guy starts acting really weird, and you're like, "What's going on?" And then you think, "Are we breaking up
Well,
tonight?"
no one takes you to Italy to break up with you.
No. I was there, and he came to visit. I was shooting
okay.
something. Yeah, and then he wouldn't let me hold his coat because he'd been holding everything. And I was like, "Oh, let me take the backpack. I'll take your coat. I'll hold it now." I got I'm really mad at him. I was like, nah, like.
Give
And
me
then
your coat.
after
What's
he
the big deal?
proposed to me, I didn't say anything. And then I said, he goes, he stands back up and he's like, you should really answer me because right now I'm like hanging out here
on my knee.
I'd like an answer. And then I said yes, and I'm like, why didn't you tell me you're going to propose? I used all my film. So
It has been a long time ago. You had film.
yeah. No, wait.
So you didn't know, but were you looking back, were you prepared in a way it's like, oh, I looked pretty then? Or did you were like, oh, we just did a hike and I was all sweaty and nasty.
No
and then
makeup.
he drops on a knee and you're like, hey, look at me, I'm a pig.
Oh, he loves the all-natural me.
Yeah.
See, that's what guys always say.
You are beautiful, by the way. You don't wear much makeup.
Thank you.
Look at that natural beauty, Heidi. You should try that.
Yeah, I'm not a natural beauty. Natural beauties
What are
can
you
do that.
Talking about?
No.
Yeah,
well,
what are you
this
talking
is,
about?
This is a team.
She's one of those odd beauties. Like, see her eyes like that. She's
they
like
don't
that guy.
line up. Yeah, I know. I'm a
The
mess.
sexy beauty.
I want to say though that you're in prison this season on Justified. A little orange is the new black.
Yes, but we started off with some navy and then we went to beige. I know, but they couldn't do orange.
Well, it's better than orange.
Yeah,
I mean, seriously.
come
I
on.
don't know about you, but
is it the prison that's kind of like the minimum security prison, or is this like maximum stuff? This is like hardcore prison.
She ends up right where I am right now, and the current episode is the maximum security Kentucky.
see, I'm not sure if
Kentucky prison.
you, Joelle Carter,
Ooh,
would
Kentucky prison,
would
yeah.
do really well in prison or really badly. You know what I mean? Like, would you,
I'm gonna say I would do very badly in prison.
well, unless you find like that
You met your girlfriend yet?
like that girl that's going to take care of you.
I would be looking for a girlfriend real
right.
fast.
See, I would too. I'd be like, listen, this is my bitch.
I'm still trying to find somebody cute.
I
wouldn't
treat
just-
you good long time.
Oh.
Protect me.
Yeah, but we've been shooting at an old girls and boys juvie facility that it's been shut down for years and years and years. It's haunted for sure, and it's creepy, and it will make you never ever.
Would you hear kids' screams and stuff?
Did you guys hear that?
I miss my mom.
That's so creepy. Kids singing or kids whispering is creepy, right?
I'll never tell.
It's creepy.
Yeah.
See, I believe in that stuff
I
too.
see dead things.
He doesn't. I totally believe in ghosts and spirits.
I believe in it.
See,
Have you ever
Come visit the.
experience besides on the set here in the kids' prison? Have you ever had an experience with a spirit or a haunted house or anything?
Yes.
Supernatural?
Yes. I'm not going to share it with
oh
you.
no, did
Really?
you have one of those
It's
sleep
it's unbelievable.
incubus or whatever?
So one was like a lot of energy that came through my body that wouldn't let me let go of something. It was an urn, and we were gonna scatter the ashes.
No
and
way.
It was my turn to talk, and it was bizarre.
So
but
it was someone you knew.
either I was in shock or it was energy. So
Wow.
yeah, and then a vision. Like I woke up and thought I saw something, and then.
Like
Maybe
someone at the end of the bed or something, somebody in the room. Was it someone you knew or like just some random black dude? Because my lady had a dream or whatever, had one of these things where she woke up in the middle of the night and says she sat up in bed and there was an old black man sitting on the end of the bed, and then she like focused and he disappeared. Was it like that?
No.
It wasn't an old black guy. Okay.
But when you wake up, were you like, oh, I must have just been half in a dream and half out of a dream?
Yeah, I woke up and then I was sleeping with my sister. We were at our family beach house, and I turned over and I said something to her, and I said, "What do you?" And then it was like
Gone.
I thought she was at the end of the bed,
So it was no,
but it was actually a man.
Oh.
No, it was
Somebody
weird.
haunting the beach house.
I
That's
know.
where if I were a ghost, I'd be like, I'm going.
I'm
what's with an
sticking
old-
at the beach. Come visit me when you want.
Right. I'm not going to a kid's prison. I'm like, I'll be at the beach house.
Yeah, I don't care if it is haunted. Just to have a beach house.
Exactly. Who cares?
All the ghouls can just as long as they have a beach house.
Moral of the story: don't do anything to go to prison.
Yeah,
It's
no.
not pretty. And in one episode, I had to eat the Nutriloaf that they serve you when you're in solitary confinement. And they were like, well, we kind of made you a real Nutriloaf. I'm like, why?
What is that?
Why not make me like a
Method.
chocolate oatmeal bar?
Yeah, you got to be method actress, Joelle.
What the hell's in neutral loaf?
Yeah, what is it?
Everything you don't want to eat blended together in a nice jelly
That's a diet you're on right
form.
now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's voluntary neutral loaf.
But I'm
You're
in
just
control of
drinking
what
it.
I blend right now. So
Oh.
yeah,
we're
it smelled nasty. It was
we were talking to a guy yesterday who called the show, said he had spent some time and we were talking about the most depressing meal you've ever had. And he was like, my most depressing meal is when I was in county jail lockup and he had a mystery meat sandwich. And he said, whatever the meat was, it was like a green gray.
It's green meat.
Yeah.
And you're hoping that's because of the veggies they put.
Yeah, exactly. This must
I
have been
don't
sitting
know.
next to the spinach.
That's enough for me to stay out of jail. Like I like good meals and good wine.
Joelle Carter's hanging out with us from the show Justified on FX. It's currently in its 5th season. You can watch FX Tuesdays at 10 p.m. As far as like the projection of the show, do you see it the 6th season being like the finale? I mean, shows usually run about 6, 7 seasons if they're really successful. I mean, and so you guys are a huge success. So it's like, when are they thinking about wrapping stuff up?
No, they made an announcement early this season
they
that
did?
6 is our end.
okay.
And 5 they've been just revving up the writers for 6 basically. So I think that's why this season's been great, and next season's just gonna be like.
I always wonder, like, when a show like that starts, do they know how it's going to end? You know what I mean? Like, when they go, does some writer have 6 seasons in his head,
No,
or is that,
no.
Some do, but the
is
show
that-
did not.
or is it just like, well, let's see. Ooh, that would be a good angle. Let's go down that way. Let's go
No,
down. This
I
way.
wouldn't think I don't think you waste your time writing 6 seasons of something if you don't know it's going to get picked up, and so you write an episode or whatever.
Like
and
Pilot
then-
episode.
The True Detectives, they wrote that whole. Although I guess it's called a mini series.
Yeah, every season is going to be about 2 different detectives. Did you watch that, True Detective? Oh, yeah.
I just
no,
watched the
that's-
finale
Don't
last
tell me I
night.
haven't seen it.
Creepy.
Don't
my
tell me
God.
I haven't seen the finale yet.
Okay, I won't tell you about.
Oh,
No.
Scarface
No.
and spaghetti hair.
Oh, shut up. Shut up.
Oh, such a good show.
She just outed.
What
it.
other shows are you into? What are your guilty pleasures?
Oh my god, I can only keep my mind on what I'm watching at the time. I'm trying to finish House of Cards, not because I'm not engrossed in it, it's because I have a kid and I don't get to watch a lot of TV.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm in the middle of that one too.
Finished True Detective, love Louie, love The Americans, just started that.
Everybody keeps telling me to watch that
Gotta go back
show.
and watch
Really
that.
good. Yeah.
Yeah, pretty good.
Watching
pretty
Black Sails about pirates? That's
good.
a good one.
No, what's that?
It's on...
True Pirates?
It's on
yeah.
Stars, right? No, right?
I think it might be on Stars.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's called Black Sails.
That's a lot of nudity and sex on that show, right?
Yeah.
Well, I guess
Watching Vikings on History Channel?
No.
That's another good one. A lot of violence and sex. You know what I'm into.
What show do you watch that you're like, God, I'd love to be on that show? Like, that's a character for me.
I love The Good Wife.
Oh, yeah.
I love what's in it? The Renaissance one.
I'm good at this
coming
game.
out.
I'm good at this game.
She really is.
Renaissance.
Da Vinci's Demons?
No, it hasn't been out for a long time with the dragons and the chopping each other's
Game of
heads.
Thrones.
Game of Thrones.
Yes. Gotcha. I
Brain
won that
fart.
one.
Sorry. Yeah.
It's all right. It's early.
Brain. Yeah. Game of Thrones.
I think it's coming back on less than a month. I think we're like 29 days away from
What
that.
I love when you talk to people about Game of Thrones, they love it. They've been there from the beginning, but nobody can tell you what it's about. They're like, I love the show, but I don't know who's who, what's what.
No, the true
but I
geek
love it.
fans, they can tell you.
Exactly.
But then you'd be lost in the first couple sentences. You can't follow it.
Yeah.
There's too many storylines.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no way to pitch that on a radio show real fast.
Well,
in a nutshell.
Justified's probably on Netflix, the first season. So if people want to go back and catch up real quick, because I mean that's the way
It's
to
on
watch some shows.
Amazon, right? It's on
Amazon.
Amazon.
To get to just do those binge watching.
It's
of,
like it's going to be
weekend.
like the Breaking Bad, I think, phenomena that people are going to find it
Yeah.
this season, or they're going to catch up, and then everyone's going to watch it.
So you jumped on
6.
Breaking Bad late? Did you
No,
watch
I
that
did
show?
not. But
Have you watched?
A lot of people did. Oh yeah, I watched it from beginning to end. That was my fave. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Michael Cranston's gonna have my second baby.
Well, tell Mickey Jones that we said hello. He's a friend of the show.
Okay.
And
I love Mickey.
be sure and watch Justified. It's 5th season. Go catch up if you're not caught up yet.
Binge watch.
'Cause, next season's going to be the series finale. So be sure and check it out on Tuesdays at 10 p.m. on FX. Joelle Carter, thank you so much for coming in. Door's
Thank
always
you.
open for you, sweetheart.
Thank you, Led.
All right, we'll be right back. We're Heidi and Frank.
That was just a little sample of the Heidi and Frank Show on 95.5 KLOS. Now, to get the show in its entirety, on demand, and if you want to watch the show, we webcast it every day, all you have to do is go to HeidiandFrank.com and become a premium package member. Do it right now.